take precaution. We do not know if the gunman is alive at this point in time. We do not know what exactly is transpiring within the bus itself, but we do know on the outside that the police are trying to storm the bus and make an entry into the bus to bring the situation under control and put an end to this hostage crisis. Well, Nolan, coming back to you now, it definitely looks like the police, they are trying really hard to enter the bus but finding it difficult to actually storm into the bus.
Frank, we must remember that the hostage taker, in fact, is ex-cop, so he does know how the police will work, what the police will try to do, and how they will try to enter. So the police have to be doubly cautious before going inside, because it's not another person they're dealing with. They're dealing with one of their own, whose demand was to actually be reinstated with full honors. So they have to be doubly cautious over here. He is another cop, we must remember that, who has been trained on these grounds.
Well, Nolan, for the benefit of the viewers who are just joining in, could you just take us through the series of events that took place right from the beginning, please?
Well, they're told that this entire drama has taken place for more than 10 hours. The hostage taker, we're told that the gunman is identified as Rolando Mendoza, and he basically took the people hostage because he wanted to be reinstated into service with full honors. Now, this entire thing, as I stated, has been going on for more than 10 hours here. Initially, his brother came over there to negotiate. His wife also reached the spot, but not anymore. That's what we are told.
Right, Nolan, let me just place you on hold. Well, it's been more than 10 hours now, but the drama still continues there in Manila. You can see the cops trying to enter the bus, storm the bus, in fact, making sure that they get as close to the gunman as possible and try and put an end to this particular hostage crisis there that has been taking place for over 10 hours now. Hostages are being released one by one. Let's remember, we did see the bus driver some time back come running out of the bus and head straight towards the police cordon there, and this particular gunman there making sure that he took this bus full of passengers hostage from Hong Kong. Now, we do know that 10 passengers have been released so far and 16 more are yet to be released. Now, the gunman is a suspended cop and he's been identified as Rolando Mendoza. The gunman's brother is in negotiation right now, but that was in negotiation sometime earlier, but then he's now been taken away. We do know that, and the gunman's wife has reached the spot right now. We do not know if she's taking part in the negotiating process or not, but we do know she's currently very close to the bus and somewhere behind the line, behind the cordoned off area. Now, he's putting down his demands on paper and posting it on the door of the bus. The gunman is issuing the bus driver's phone to communicate. Well, he's using, I beg your pardon, the driver's phone to actually communicate with the people outside of the bus. Now, we do know that the latest demand is that the media be called to the spot so that the negotiations can take place before them. The police, however, are clueless on what the gunman intends to do and are closing in on the gunman and trying to bring this whole situation under control and put an end to this hostage crisis. Now, Mendoza made a demand earlier that he be reinstated into the service along with all the honors. He had also asked for the food for them and fuel for the bus to keep the air conditioner going. Now, it definitely looks like he's concerned about the hostages, but indeed he wants his concerns to be met first, and that's why he's held these people hostage.
Many people, many more armed, heavily armed police approached the bus in the last 10 minutes or so.
I will slip into a short break right now, but we'll be right back, so do stay with us.
चैंपियंस है तो सीना फाड़ के दिखाना होगा, असली शेर है तो दहाड़ के दिखाना होगा। वर्ल्ड के बेस्ट टीम्स के बीच मुकाबला होने जा रहा है। चैंपियंस लीग T20 आ रहा है। एयरटेल चैंपियंस लीग T20 अब होगा असली मुकाबला।
Well, definitely looks like the SWAT team there is getting closer and closer. Well, definitely take a look at these policemen there, or rather the SWAT team in Manila, making sure that they get as close as possible to the bus right now. And it definitely looks like the gunman has kept these people hostage. That's why they're taking so much of precaution and care while storming the bus. Now we can see that the entire road has been cordoned off and nobody is allowed to get close to the bus at this point in time. The police there sometime earlier we did see try to break the glass of this particular bus and enter it and make sure that they bring an end to this situation. This hostage crisis, let's remember, has been going on for more than 10 hours now, and definitely everyone around there would like to bring this particular situation under control and make sure that these people are safe on the bus.
Who he'd held on board this bus, this tourist bus. Some shots ringing out just a short while ago, and a police spokesman telling this programme live on air as police and security forces gathered around the bus that it was understood from the bus driver who escaped that all of the hostages, maybe as many as 16 on board, had been shot and had been killed. Alan Noble's still with us, editor of Hot Manila website. You say it's been a shambles.
Well, some shocking bit of information there coming to light there. We just heard it from a major there from the police department who said that it could be possible that all 16 people on the bus could have been killed, is what the latest bit of information there that is coming through. Let's remember that this is a tourist bus that has been taken, hijacked, or I beg your pardon, and then hostages taken on board. Now a busload of hostages were taken sometime back, but now it looks like all 16 of them could be killed, and that's why the police there are storming the bus to try and get this particular gunman who might have killed all the 16 people on board. Definitely looks like the glass has been completely shattered there. Indeed, a very, very tragic story coming to light from Manila. Now, this particular gunman on board this particular bus is supposed to be a suspended cop, and he has been identified as Rolando Mendoza. The gunman's brother was earlier in negotiation and was trying to bring the situation under control, but right now we do know that the brother is no longer there and he's been taken away from the scene. The gunman's wife has also reached the spot right now, and she is also trying to negotiate, but we do understand right now that she has also been taken away from the spot and is not there anymore. Now he's been putting down his demands on a piece of paper and then putting it up on the door of the bus.
Having a bit of an argument and was led away.
Let's now go back to Nolan, who just joined us over the phone line. Well, Nolan, do we have any more information that is coming through?
Well, we do know that the SWAT team has actually smashed the bus lights so as to blind the gunman inside, in order so that he's not able to know where the SWAT team who have actually surrounded the bus are, their proper position. We can also see they are struggling to break open the front door. We just saw them throwing a sledgehammer inside and bringing it out. It looks like the SWAT team they are preparing themselves to move in, but they need a free space to run in and run out, and that's what we see at the moment over here.
Nolan, for the benefit of the viewers who are just joining, could you just take us through the series of events that took place? What is this particular gunman's demand? Do we know anything on that front?
Well, we do know that the gunman, Rolando Mendoza, his main demand is to be reinstated into the service. He himself is a police officer. He wants to be reinstated into service along with full honors. That is his main demand. And we do know that he actually took a bus full of passengers hostage from Hong Kong. We also know that about 15 are still inside. 15 passengers are still kept inside as hostage, and 10 are free, including the bus driver.
Let me just place you on hold for the time being there, Nolan. We do know that almost up to about 16 hostages are still held inside the bus. We do not know if these people are still alive or not, but we just hope and pray that these people could be alive. There was some bit of information that was coming in sometime earlier that the gunman could have possibly just shot all 16 of them. We cannot confirm that information as of now, but as soon as we can, we make sure that we get you the latest details and tell you what exactly is happening there in Manila. In the meantime, the freed hostages have been taken to the nearby hospital, and the first aid is being administered to them, and they have been in a very traumatic situation there, so they're trying to recover from their traumatic captivity. Now, government officials, we do know, are actually helping 7 Chinese hostages who were released in a tourist bus, and this particular hijack took place sometime about 10.5 to 11 hours ago, so definitely is a very, very long time now since this particular hostage situation has been going on for. You can see the SWAT team there trying to enter the bus, and have been trying to enter the bus for about 5 to 10 minutes now. Definitely seems to be taking precaution there and making sure that they handle this whole situation with utmost care. Now we do know that 10 hostages have been released so far. 7 of them are tourists from Hong Kong and 2 Filipino travel company employees, and we do know that we just saw sometime earlier one man running out of the bus. That person is said to be the bus driver, but we do not know if his identity has been confirmed as yet or not. But we do know that 7 Chinese citizens have been released, or rather tourists from Hong Kong have been released, and 2 Filipino travel company employees have actually come out of the bus. Now the last person there to come out of the bus is said to be the bus driver, and he was the one who came out and said that it is possible that all 16 people who are on board the bus, the hostages, could be shot and could be dead. But we cannot confirm that right now because these are not official sources that are giving us this information. But the driver there came out and said that it could be possible that all 16 of them have been shot. Well, Mendoza, we do know, was dismissed from the service for extortion and forcing a chef to swallow shabu, which was demanding for a reinstatement. Now we do know this, and in a separate, this is why he was actually suspended, and his main demand was that he be reinstated and with full honors. That's why he had taken these many people hostage on board of this bus, and that's the information that we do get right now. Indeed, a very, very sad story there coming to light in Manila. In the meantime, now officials are trying to help the freed hostages to recover from this particular traumatic captivity. Let's remember that this has been taking place for over 10 hours now, and the police seems to be getting closer and closer now and trying to make sure that they storm this bus and get hold of this particular gunman. I'll take a look at these visuals there. You can see the glass has been completely shattered there on the bus, and the police, they're trying to storm the bus at this point in time and try and bring an end to this particular situation, this hostage crisis that has been going on for a long time now. Well, it's been more than 10 hours, but the drama still continues there in Manila, and hostages are being released one by one. Let's remember, oh, we just heard another gunshot there. It definitely looks like the police are trying to get closer now. We just heard a gunshot there. Well, we'll have to wait and see what exactly that gunshot was for. We cannot confirm whether it was from within the bus or from outside, whether it was the gunman who fired or whether it was the SWAT team that actually fired this gunshot. Now, earlier, 15 passengers are said to be on board this particular bus at this point in time. Now, earlier we did hear that the police said that force would be the last resort, and it definitely looks like it has come down to the last resort, and that's why the police there using force.
Hong Kong, but certainly the majority are believed to be. And if, as according to Major Reyes, all of them have been killed, it has been an awful ending to a day of extraordinary drama in the centre of Manila. The only conclusion that I can reach at the moment, looking at these pictures, I have as little information as many of you do, is that the reason why police are being so cautious is that they're concerned, A, that the gunman on board is still alive and armed, and secondly, that the vehicle itself could be booby-trapped. That was admitted by Major Reyes when we